That's how I knew that I made it. I woke up looking at good. I'm in my
you could, because you got rich and you got poor gens, DIDDYs, who, depending on how much money they got and influence and power that they got, they have more flying monkeys. Okay. They're not. Oh my. Okay, Kimberly. I'm like, what? She says pronounced does not. Look, I ain't got no issues with nobody. Look, y'all so funny. Y'all be funny. Okay. Y'all said it. Okay. I don't know that much about them to be, you know what I'm saying, but that is funny. Okay. So look, the pipeline of money, the pipeline of flying monkeys. Okay. They're getting something out of it. It's the point. So why is it that Gene wasn't getting anything out of it? And was it because he stopped the money flow? Okay, now I got to do something else. Not only am I going to do something else, I'm going to expose your ass, Diddy, and I'm going to get money while I'm doing it. I ain't say he was lying, because evidently he wasn't lying if Diddy ain't sued him yet. He quick to put out a cease and desist, because I heard that he got several content creators being sued right now because he thinks that they shouldn't be talking about the case if it's supposed to be, you know, private from public. This is coming from a content creator, another big content creator. Look, I don't remember her name. It was a lady though, but she said she one of them. Okay. Which I don't think it's going to go anywhere. You know, everybody's talking about the case. I mean, you could go read about the damn case. You know, so my point is, y'all, though, I did go and watch Donette's video, and I got to see both sides. Gene's side, Tisa Tell's side, Donette's side. And what am I saying? What am I saying? Like, y'all know who the fuck I'm talking about, okay? Please don't get me started. Y'all be trying to make shit more serious than what it need to be. Okay? Y'all know who I'm talking about. And it ain't no disrespect. All right. Now, I got to see everybody's point of view. I believe that it was a simple misunderstanding. Donette is complaining that he's being bullied, which I can relate. I can relate. Because when you say things that trigger people that they don't like, and it's certain content creators involved that they hold on a pedestal in their minds, and they believe that they could do no wrong regardless of who it is that's involved, and then they get a lower tier than that other content creator, it's almost like a war zone. I'm realizing, just me being little old me, big old me, that it's the same issue amongst the content creators. Everybody wants to be able to put out information first. Everybody wants to be they don't mind throwing other people under the bus just to get content. So I can feel Donette when he speaks about that as well. As I watched a few of his videos over the past couple of days, and he was talking about him being bullied. Okay. So I get that as well, especially when subscribers and viewers do not do their due diligence to go and get all perspectives of a situation without assuming things and without running with what you hear. And it's really sad that a lot of adults don't have the mind power to think for themselves to that extent because they're blinded by who they place on a pedestal. I encourage my subscribers, please think for yourself. Okay? Please. Please. It's horrible when we place judgment on people and we haven't heard their side or even considered their perspective on the situation. But I deflect. Okay? Thank you, Miss Sexy Ray. So shout out to everybody that's going to catch this replay. I always like to recognize my subscribers who catch my replay and those who are watching from the bushes, those who share, those who like the video already. I appreciate you all. Now, oh, you know what? Let me say this too. On Donet's Donut. I see what you said because I do got to spell D-O-N-A-T. Anyway, on Donut's YouTube, he has an interview with a man named Randy P. Randy P is said to have been a talent scout at the time when he met Diddy. He said that, and he's got a lawsuit going right now against Diddy. And he said that Fonz Bentley was the person that enticed him, Randy, to recruit, I think about 2 to 3 minors. Okay. He pretty much pointed them out and he told them, I want you to go get those 2 to 3 little girls. And he was looking, well, he didn't say little girls, he said girls. But Randy was thinking like, okay, he's saying girls, what do you mean? When he looked, it was literally young girls. So I think he was thinking like, okay, I see where this is going. Nonetheless, Randy said they still went to a hotel, a private space, and Diddy walked in with like pills of, liquor, all the things that will get them everybody in the room twisted out of their minds. Right. Angie, she said, yep, she heard about that. I was watching them before I got on live. So, and I took a few notes because it really wasn't a long interview. Okay. So what stood out to me though about Randy P's interview with Donut, basically he said that he was SA'd that night. He didn't say by who, but we could pretty much guess by who. Was Fonz Bentley involved in that SA? I don't know. But it seems like Fonz Bentley been coming up a lot in this Diddy case and have a lot to do with recruiting a lot of children. Okay. I'm not sure if he was coerced or forced to do anything with these minors, but it was definitely some ungodly things that took place that night. Okay. But you say yes, Fonz Bentley. Yeah. It's so sickening. It's so sickening. And I feel like I see the same operation over and over and over again. This is what I mean by the pipeline. It's like, even with celebrities, it's the same thing. If they're not a celebrity, when you have these men that is into children or into like the Naziah Harris case with Jarvis. Okay, it's like they all think the same. It's just a matter of who got more money and who got money and who don't, or less money. I was going to say Nicole. I hope I'm saying that right. Nicole. She says Fonz Bentley needs to be called to the stand. I agree. At this point, he's been mentioned a lot. I agree. Okay. But I am still covering it. Yes. She said, I'm winding down now, but I'm still listening. If I fell asleep, I'll catch up. I enjoy listening to you, engaging with the chat. Of course, Keish. Of course. So yeah, we're gonna still deal. We're gonna still deal. You know, I don't do the drama though. It's deeper than rap. We gotta stay focused. Stay focused. See y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and probably give me a snack and go to bed. Okay. I'll see y'all soon.
Hey, I'm at the top of my game. I'm who they hate. This shit comes with fame. That's how I knew that I made it. I woke up looking as good. I'm in my